You are losing money every day and you don't even realize it. While you strive to earn more, the real secret to wealth is slipping through your fingers. And the most shocking part? Most rich people know this, but no one is talking about it. Dave Ramsey, one of the leading authorities in personal finance, reveals exactly what you need to do to stop wasting your financial potential. Forget the empty promises of easy money and glamour. Wizard, what we are going to explore here is a real and proven path to building wealth, and best of all, you can start now, with no tricks and no complications. Want to learn how? Then stay here, because in the next few minutes, your view on money and financial freedom will change forever. Discipline through automation. Financial discipline is often the key to keeping personal finances in order. Dave Ramsey suggests that automating financial decisions, such as transfers to savings or investments, can be the solution for those who struggle to keep their budget under control. Imagine not having to think twice about saving every month, as the money automatically leaves your account for your emergency fund or retirement. This prevents the impulse to spend on something unnecessary from taking the place of your planning. After all, how can you escape the daily temptations when the money is always available? By automating these processes, a person can stay focused on long-term goals. The simple fact of not having to decide every month how much to save or invest reduces the chance of getting lost along the way. Think of an example. You can schedule your account to automatically transfer 10% of your salary to an investment fund. This not only creates discipline but also reduces the risk of losing control with debts. Best of all, over time, this practice becomes a habit and you hardly notice the effort. Moreover, this automation is useful to protect the budget from unplanned expenses. How many times have you faced an unexpected expense that messed up your accounts for the month? With an automatic reserve being built, these unforeseen events won't be as frightening. Additionally, the consistency of small monthly contributions can generate a good amount in the future, which can be invested more aggressively, depending on the stage of your life. Imagine the relief of knowing that your future is being taken care of without much daily effort. Another important point is that this automation also works for investments. By putting contributions on autopilot, you benefit from regularity, which is essential for building a good asset portfolio in the long run. Investment platforms allow you to schedule periodic purchases of stocks or fund shares, taking advantage of market opportunities without having to keep track all the time. This way, you avoid the common indecision of, is it the right time to invest? As consistency speaks louder than any moment of uncertainty. Therefore, automating your finances brings more peace of mind, discipline, and focus for the future. But of course, all of this is part of a larger system, where eliminating debts and creating reserves are fundamental steps to building wealth. Let's talk about this now as we delve into the practical financial management strategies that have helped so many people change their lives. 7 Baby Steps. The 7 Baby Steps method created by Dave Ramsey is a clear and organized strategy for those who want to achieve financial freedom. It begins with a simple but essential step: save $1,000 for an emergency fund. It may seem like a small amount, but this initial value serves as a protective barrier against unexpected expenses that can easily derail your planning. Many believe they need a much larger amount to start, but this small sum is enough to gain momentum and financial discipline. After creating this reserve, the focus is on eliminating debt, except for the mortgage. The method used by Ramsey, called the snowball method, encourages you to start by paying off the smallest debt first. This may seem strange at first glance, but the psychological impact of seeing a debt eliminated quickly is real. Imagine the relief of crossing that first debt off your list. This generates an immediate push to tackle the next one, and so on. With each debt paid off, you gain more room in your budget to save and invest. With debts under control, the next step is to invest 15% of your income for retirement. Here, discipline is again required, but now in a more sophisticated way. Think about using accounts like the 401k or Roth IRA, which offer tax benefits and help maximize your long-term returns. A person who starts investing 15% of their income right after paying off debts will see their wealth grow exponentially over time. Automating these contributions, as mentioned before, ensures that planning stays on track. In addition to thinking about their own future, Ramsey also encourages saving for children's college. It's not uncommon for families in the United States to face enormous student debt. By saving early, This burden is avoided, and you give your children the chance to start adulthood without student debt. Programs like the 529 College Savings Plan are great tools for this type of investment, as they offer tax benefits and help ensure that your children have the opportunity to study without accumulating debt. Finally, the seventh step is to pay off your mortgage, which may seem challenging, but it is the cherry on top of Ramsey's financial planning. By eliminating all debts and owning your home outright, you finally achieve true financial freedom. At this point, your money is completely at your disposal to invest, donate, or realize big dreams. But before getting there, it's necessary to follow each of these steps with discipline and patience. Debt elimination strategy. Eliminating debt is one of the most liberating steps on the path to financial stability, and Dave Ramsey's snowball strategy is an effective method for achieving this. Contrary to what many think, it's not necessary to start with the highest interest debts, but rather with the smallest ones. By paying off the smallest debt first, you gain momentum, that feeling of victory that motivates you to continue. It's like climbing a staircase. Step by step, each achievement brings you closer to freedom. A practical example of this strategy is taking a $500 credit card debt and paying as much as possible until it's gone. Once that debt is out of the way, the money that would have gone to it is redirected to the next one on the list. With each debt paid off, your budget gains more flexibility. The important thing here is a steady rhythm, where the focus is on total elimination, not just the minimum payment that allows interest to accumulate. When it comes to debt, discipline is everything. The feeling of getting rid of debt goes beyond financial relief. Often, people carry the emotional weight of these obligations, and seeing themselves free of them is like taking a heavy backpack off their backs. Imagine how it would be to have more money available each month to invest, save, or even enjoy life without worrying about overdue bills. The freedom of not owing anyone opens the doors to new financial growth opportunities, such as investing more strategically or creating a more robust plan for the future. Another benefit of eliminating debt is that you create a financial cushion for emergencies. Without having to deal with debt payments every month, the money that was once allocated to paying creditors can now be directed to savings, investments, or even a more robust emergency fund. This means more security for you and your family, and less stress when something unexpected arises, like a car repair or a medical bill. The difference that this cushion in the budget makes is enormous. With this margin, you can start planning more aggressively for the next steps in your financial journey. Eliminating debt is, therefore, like making space for you to truly begin building wealth. And when the weight of debt is lifted from your shoulders, new possibilities emerge, such as the chance to invest in your retirement or even in bigger dreams, like buying a home. This leads us to the next big point of attention: how to invest effectively to ensure a prosperous future. Invest in retirement accounts. When it comes to retirement, investing early and consistently is crucial. Dave Ramsey recommends prioritizing retirement accounts like the 401k, especially if your employer offers a match, meaning they contribute a percentage equal to yours. Not taking advantage of this opportunity would be like leaving free money on the table. Furthermore, Roth accounts are advantageous because they allow you to pay taxes now, with the promise of not having to pay anything when you withdraw the money in the future, which makes a significant difference over the years. The idea is simple. Investing 15% of your income for retirement ensures that you do not rely solely on Social Security. Ramsey suggests doing this automatically to ensure discipline and consistency. The amount can be distributed in mutual funds, which offer diversification and lower risk for those who do not want or cannot monitor the market all the time. Even though the market has its fluctuations, the important thing is to stay focused on the long term. A good tip is to review the funds annually, adjusting your portfolio as necessary. A practical example of this would be a 30-year-old who starts investing 15% of their salary in a 401k and a Roth IRA. Over time, they will accumulate a significant amount, and compound interest will do the heavy lifting. This means that, over 30 or 40 years, this investment can grow exponentially, providing a comfortable retirement. And best of all, once automated, this process requires little daily intervention. This way, you can focus on other areas of your financial life, such as paying off debt or investing for other goals. Another important point is diversification. Investing in only one type of asset can be risky, especially in the long run. For this reason, Dave Ramsey recommends choosing diversified mutual funds that cover different sectors of the economy. This helps mitigate risks and maximizes your chances of return. With the right strategy, you can ensure that your money is working for you, even when the market goes through downturns. The secret here is patience and consistency. With this solid foundation of retirement investments, you'll already be well on your way. However, just as important as investing is knowing how to make large purchases, such as buying a home, in a smart way that doesn't compromise your financial planning. Let's talk about that next. Buying a house wisely. Buying a house is one of the biggest financial commitments someone can make, and Dave Ramsey always advocates that it should be done with great caution. He recommends that you only buy a property if you can put at least 20% down. This not only reduces the loan amount but also avoids paying PMI, private mortgage insurance, which is insurance that protects the bank but ends up costing you a lot. Putting down a good down payment means less debt and more peace of mind over the years. Additionally, Ramsey advises opting for a 15-year mortgage instead of the traditional 30 years. As tempting as it may be to have smaller payments, the total cost of a long-term mortgage is much higher due to interest. If you do the math, you'll see that the amount paid over 30 years can easily be double the original price of the house. By choosing 15 years, you pay less interest and pay off your debt faster, which opens up space in your budget for investments and other projects. Another crucial point is to ensure that your housing payments do not exceed 25% of your net income. This prevents you from being overwhelmed by the mortgage payment and sacrificing other areas of your financial life. Many people fall into the trap of buying houses that are larger than they really need or can afford, which results in unnecessary debt and stress. Buying a house within your budget is an act of discipline and planning that ensures your finances remain healthy in the long term. An example of this would be a person who earns $5,000 per month in net income. Ramsey would recommend that they do not spend more than $1,250 on monthly mortgage payments. This allows them to have room for other essential expenses while continuing to invest in the future. Doing this kind of calculation before buying a house is one of the most effective ways to avoid falling into the cycle of debt, which can consume a large part of your income over a lifetime. By taking these precautions, you can make a smart purchase without compromising your financial future. Once you secure the house of your dreams with planning, the next step is to focus on true financial satisfaction, living within your means without succumbing to social pressure for status and prestige. Let's talk about that now. Contentment over prestige. When we talk about financial stability, it is essential to understand the difference between contentment and the relentless pursuit of prestige. Dave Ramsey emphasizes that many people go into debt to maintain appearances, whether by buying expensive cars or spending fortunes on social events, such as weddings or lavish parties. What we often forget is that true wealth is not in what others see, but in the security and peace that good financial planning brings. Living within your means is not just a prudent choice, but also liberating. Financial contentment begins when you accept that you do not need to flaunt to be successful. A clear example of this is choosing a used but well-maintained car instead of buying a new and expensive vehicle that quickly depreciates. This mindset also applies to major events, such as weddings or graduation parties, where the focus should be on the celebration and not on the debt that follows. Ramsey often says that there is no shame in spending on what you can afford, but that taking on debt to impress others is a trap to be avoided. Seeking contentment does not mean being negligent with your ambitions, but rather having a plan that values what truly matters. Imagine a scenario where you are constantly worried about the next bill or the next credit card payment. This creates a cycle of anxiety that prevents you from enjoying the present. Contentment, on the other hand, allows you to live more lightly, knowing that your finances are under control and that your decisions are based on what is important to you, not on what others expect. Moreover, living without the pressure of prestige opens doors to invest in experiences and things that truly bring happiness. Studies show that, in the long run, it is memories and experiences with friends and family that have a more lasting impact, not material possessions. Prioritizing this, instead of accumulating status, allows your money to work for you more intelligently. And best of all, it avoids unnecessary debts that compromise the future. By adopting this mindset of contentment, you are building a solid foundation for true financial freedom. Without the pressure to live for others, there is more room to invest in what truly matters, such as the growth of your investments, your retirement fund, and, of course, the complete elimination of debts. All of this is part of a cycle of discipline that, when followed, opens the doors to true wealth. Now that you've discovered the secrets that the truly wealthy know, what will you do with this information? Will you let time pass and continue trapped in the same old financial traps? Or are you ready to turn the tide? Most people stay just with the intention, but those who truly thrive are the ones who take action. The time to act is now. Every step, no matter how small it seems, brings you closer to the financial freedom that so many dream of but few achieve. And to help you even more in this process, I've left a tool in the pinned comment that will guide you in the complete organization of your finances. With it, you can visualize your expenses, plan your savings, and save money to invest intelligently. Don't let this opportunity pass. It's a small investment for a big leap towards your financial freedom. Visit, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue learning how to transform your financial life with more tips like these. You are one step away from living the life you've always wanted, debt-free and with total control over your money. Let's go for it.